passing a challenge account and getting funded is not magic. It's not like those traders have two heads or two brains. No, they are traders like you and me. My goal on this particular video is simple. I want to show you guys how it's done step by step on a fresh 100K account. Meaning we're going to get the account together. We're going to go through the whole thought process, the whole planning before we execute the trade, and we're going to trade together until we get funded on that particular account. I'm going to show you guys the entire strategy, how I manage my trades, how I manage the drawdown, and at the end of the day, you guys are going to be able to copy the same thing step by step. So it's simple. Let me just show you. This is, like the outline of what we're going to do so that you have at the back of your mind exactly what you're going to be getting at the end of this video, or it might be a series of videos. So I'm going to show you guys, why most traders even fail at prop firm challenges. We're also going to go into my complete risk management framework. Everything, 90% of what I do, of my success when it comes to trading, it's around risk management, whether you like it or not. Warren Buffett always says it's not how much you make when you are right, it's how much you lose when you are wrong. So risk management is very, very important. So you guys are going to be able to see my complete risk management framework. You guys are going to be able to see position sizing and daily drawdown management. Very, very important. I've seen a situation where you guys are on trades and you start DMing me on TikTok or DMing me on Instagram asking, should I close this trade? What lot size should I use? How should I size my positions? Don't worry. By the end of this video, you won't have those doubts anymore. Trade selection process. How do you even select, or how do you even make a decision to say, okay, this is what I'm going to be trading? We're also going to cover real examples from my own trade. Not only real example, live examples. We're going to execute trade together, manage the trade. My goal is for us to go from phase 1, phase 2 until we are funded on the account. Common mistakes traders make, which after my 12 years of trading, these are mistakes, and even in Godlove University, mistakes I've seen traders make over and over and over, and it's very, very difficult for them to avoid those mistakes. How I will approach a 100K challenge today, and final results and lessons that are going to be learned. So like I said, if you can see on my screen, we have a fresh $100,000 here, and the prop firm I'm using is no other prop firm but one of my most recommended prop firms, Good Funded Traders. If you guys remember last year, I traded with Good Funded Trader, documented the entire process, got almost about 4 payouts, and all the videos were on this particular channel. So this year again, I was going through my arsenal of prop firms, and obviously I'm going to include them on one of my top most recommended prop firms. And the good thing is, this year, since I'm also into futures, they are offering even both Forex and futures, both CFDs and futures at the same time. So what we're going to be using today is CFD, since 80% of payouts and content on my channel is on the niche of CFD. So today we're going to be covering CFD. On another video, we're going to be able to still get a 100K futures, and I'll still show you guys how to get funded on futures and get payout from them. So if you want to use Good Funded Trader, which is one of my most recommended prop firms which offer both CFDs and futures, then check the link on the video description, or I'm going to leave a pinned comment on this particular video so that you can easily get funded with them. And you can always use the coupon code Godlove and you get a very attractive discount at checkout. Now look at how this dashboard is very, very nice, very, very sexy, very, very beautiful, and very, very encouraging to trade. The account is still fresh. Now, the first thing I want you to do is to check the drawdown on that particular account. We have $4,000 daily drawdown. That's 4% daily drawdown. Maximum drawdown is $10,000, and profit target is on phase 1 is 8% and phase 2 is 5%. So these are the kind of stats we want to be able to see before we even start trading. Now let's go into trading view. We do our analysis on trading view, and then we just go on MetaTrader 5 and execute our trade. So we'll need trading view to do our analysis, and then we'll need Godlove University position size calculator. So just go on Godlove University, or Godlove University position size is right there. Godlove University Position Size Calculator is right there. It's going to be the first link on Google. It's the most used Forex calculator, and it's totally for free. So we're going to open that as well. And this is what we're going to use to calculate the exact lot size we're going to be using on these trades for today. So when you come there, they'll just obviously ask for your email address. You put your email address there. Then you click on size in pips. Now we are ready to go. We'll just come here, select our asset. We're going to put a stop loss in pips, a risk per trade, and then our account balance is obviously 100,000 and we'll be good to go. So the strategy we're going to be using is obviously GUMVRO. Since we're trading these on Forex or CFDs, I want us to take the time frame a little bit up. From 5 minutes is when I'm trading it on futures. If I'm trading it on Forex or CFDs, I trade on the 1 hour time frame, 30-minute time frame, or if I have a lot of time at my disposal, 15-minute time frame. So for the sake of this video, since I want us to be able to see our setups quickly, I want us to drop it to the 15-minute time frame. And since this is NCure, the equivalent of NCure in CFDs is NASDAQ. So let's start with NASDAQ to see if we have any setup we can actually look on NASDAQ. I can't actually see any setup here. And before I even go into starting to do the analysis, we start on what we call the game plan. So I want us to be able to write down our game plan for the day. All right, let's put our game plan so that you guys know. They say plan your trade and trade your plan. I used to always say plan your day and trade exactly how you plan the day before the day started. It's not just going to happen by accident. So this is our game plan for 100K good funded trader account. Our account size is 100K. All right. We go down to what is our daily drawdown. You need to know all of this, whether you like it or not. I know how to maneuver around this. Daily drawdown is 4%. Profit target 8%. Risk per trade. Risk per trade. Since we are having a 4% daily drawdown, I don't want us to breach our account due to the daily drawdown. I want to have a situation where even if all my trades are losers, I won't still breach my daily drawdown. I can come back the next day and I'll be able to recover from that drawdown and eventually get funded on that particular account. One big reason why you guys are not profitable is because your losers are so big in the sense that you are unable to recover from drawdown. Whether you like it or not, you're going to have losers. You're going to blow accounts. You're going to have losing trade. So it's your ability to manage your losers and come out of a drawdown that's going to determine whether you're going to be a profitable trader or not. So risk per trade, we're going to risk 1% per trade until we have a buffer. Total trade per time or at once is 3 trades. Let me explain why I'm saying this. We're going to risk 1% per trade until we have a buffer, and at any point in time, I'll have a maximum of 3 trades up and running. Let me explain why I'm saying the maximum of 3 trades up and running. So that if all those trades have to hit my stop loss, I'll lose 3% for that day. Remember the max drawdown on this account. Okay, max drawdown, we need to also account for that. Max drawdown is 10%. So the reason why I'm saying maximum of 3 trades at a time is so that even if we have to hit all our stop losses on those 3 trades, which is rare, but it can happen, then I don't want us to breach the daily drawdown. Remember, if you breach the daily drawdown, it's a hard breach, you're going to lose the account. So even if we have to lose the 3 trade, I want us to still be able to come back the next day and still have access to trade on that account. I can easily recover from a 3% drawdown than losing the entire account. So that's why I'm saying we'll have a maximum 3 trades at a time. And if one of those trades, or if the first trade is now a winner, since we're going to be going for a risk to reward of 1:2, then we're having 2% buffer, meaning we can even come and add 2 trades at that point in time to be having 5 trades up and running. But at the start, we're going to have a maximum of 3 trades up and running until we have a buffer. So that is it. That's our game plan for this particular account. We can now start doing our analysis. We already know what percentage we're going to be risking and all of that. Risk to reward, we're going to go for 1:2. Meaning if we are risking 1%, we are going for 2%, right? 1% to 2%. Meaning if we are risking 1% of our account, we are going for 2% of our account. 1% of $100,000 is $1,000. Meaning we are risking $1,000 to go for $2,000. Now we have our game plan. We have everything set. Let's get into the game and start taking some trades, or see if some trades are there for us to take. We can't actually take any trade on NASDAQ because you can see we had our cross right here. The market is pumping up now as we speak, and the better entry would have gotten on this trade would have been here, because around this area would have been our 38% level. And the strategy we are using is the GUMVRO strategy. If you haven't watched that video, since we're talking about CFDs or Forex, click the link above so that you can go and watch the complete 1-hour video on this strategy. On this video, we're just going straight to the strategy itself, assuming you guys already know it. But if you haven't watched the video, click the link above, go watch the video so that you can understand the strategy in detail. It's the GUMVRO. So if you can just plot our fee quickly from here to here, then we can see, oh, that wasn't even up to the 38% level. So we would have still waited. More money is made in trading, waiting than actually trading. In short, even with this strategy, more money is made waiting than trading. You wait for the setups to come to you. So we wouldn't have taken any trade because the market didn't even push right down to our 38, 50 or 61% level. So let's go to the next one. Gold. Let's go to gold and see. Okay, on gold, we can see very, very clearly we had our cross here. We've been in a clear downtrend for almost about 2 days. And at this point in time, I can see this double bottom, or this is even like a triple bottom, all right, or even a 4 bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a key support area I'm seeing on gold. So even if the market push right down here, if I have like a very clear displacement candle, I can be able to see how I can buy right down there. But till then, we're just going to wait until the market clear those particular zones. I can actually look for a sell, because even if I plot my fee from year to year, the market is just merely consolidating here. So I'm instead waiting for something like this where the market can come right down here, and I look for my entry on a buy somewhere here, and boom, I wait for the market to continue on the upper trend. So that's what I'm waiting to see on gold. We're going to come back after a couple of hours to actually see if the market is playing out that way. Let's see crude oil. Crude oil, I'm just going to skip crude oil. I don't plan on trading crude oil today. US 30. I can see a very clear trade on US 30 right here. You can see this cross right here. We are still in a zone where we can take this particular trade, because the whole of this area, the market can still feel this imbalance right here. The market can still feel the whole of this area. We're supposed to get into this trade by the close of this candle right here. So we're a little bit late, but we can still jump into this trade. The market hasn't gone too far. So if we're entering on a buy here, we can put our stop loss reasonably somewhere down here and go for a risk to reward of 1:2. So I actually want us to take that trade on US 30. Now, if you come to this trading calculator, the only downside we have is you can't use it for indices. So you just go on US 30 position size calculator. There are many of them, many of them. I use this one most of the time. So let's go there. You can also use that one, or I like even this FX book. You can still use the FX book one. Okay, let's see open price. Let's see the current market price to confirm if this is correct. 5940. 5940, is that correct? 50, okay, the current price here is 51940. Let's see. But this, okay, it's 51, sorry, meaning it's correct. The time is updating. Stop loss, we just have to put our stop loss price right here, and then we'll be able to put our account size, which is 100,000, and then risk per trade is 1%, and let's put our stop loss price. All right, so the calculator is very easy to use, very easy to use. If we are buying this trade somewhere here, I want us to put our stop loss reasonably down here. These swings, I want us to trap these swings right down here, meaning we're going to be putting our stop loss on 51,794.94. 51,794. So let's go put our stop loss, which is going to be on 51,794.92. That's it. Calculate. If you are trading it in futures, that's why you'll be using it, this one right here. All right. So we're going to use our lot size is going to be 6.88 or just 6.9. Just 6.9. I just want to change this one to 2% and see. Perfect. Yeah. It means it's correct. It's correct. So let's go again. 1%. 6.89. So let's go to MetaTrader 5 and place our trade on US 30. We're just going to quickly search here on US 30. US 30 is right there. We're going to click on enter, chart window. So this is a process, nothing more than this. Our lot size is 6.9 and we're going to click on buy. That's it. Accept the terms for one click trading, click on buy. Boom, that's it. That's it. So let's modify, put our stop loss and our take profit, right? Let's put our stop loss and our take profit. Let's just right click on the trade, go to modify, and here we can easily put our stop loss and our take profit. Let's measure how many points we have here. This is almost about 137 points. So you can either just put it in terms of point or you just put the current price, which is 51,794. 51,794. You can put in terms of price, or let's put here in terms of 51,794. And our take profit is, let's go and see our take profit. We can just read the price again. Remember, we are going for a risk to reward of 1:2. So you just push this up onto where you see, if you see inside here, we have a risk to reward. So 2 just means it's a risk to reward of 1:2. If you continue pushing it up and down, it's going to meaning we are going for 2 times the risk we have right here. And the price at that point is 52,210. 52,210. Okay, that's it. We're going to click on modify and voila, look at that. Look at that. Our stop loss is standing at the exact position where we saw on TradingView. Look, exact position, and our TP is standing at that exact position, showing you guys our calculation is very, very correct. And if I even try to shift my stop loss a little bit, or if I just put my mouse on my stop loss, you can see there, look at the profit there, $923, meaning we don't want to go above 1% of our account. And if I go to TP, it should be at around $2,000, $1,946. So that's a perfect risk to reward of 1:2 trade. You can see that's our trade down there and running. Let's go. Remember, we can have a maximum of 3 trades at a time. And then if one of them hit TP, then we have a buffer and we can add a couple of other trades. So let's go here and let's see AUD card. Can't see anything, consolidating the whole time. That sometimes I just browse through and I've trained my eyes over 12 years to easily just see an asset and know if there's a setup there or not. So can't see anything here, can't see anything here. Okay, this one would have cashed it right down here. Remember, we saw this similar setup where we had this consolidation here, 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 and also here. Remember, you treat support and resistance as a zone, not just as a line. Meaning the whole of this area right down here, we can treat this as our support zone. So long as the price hasn't broken through this zone, we can still call it our support. And the whole of this area up here, we can treat this as what? As our resistance zone. So support and resistance still works very well. You just need to know how to trade it in 2026 the right way. So if the price push right up there and we have a very clear displacement candle, we can be looking to sell. And if it gets down here and we have a very clear displacement candle, we can be looking to buy. To that particular point, we're just going to wait on AUD USD. All right, we're going to be looking for something like this. Boom, boom, boom. Or if it continues going up, then we're going to look for something. It might just go like this, boom, and then we'll see something continue to go down. So we're going to just put a mark on it so that we can come back and alert, so that we can come back and we are able to see what's going on. CAD CHF, nothing to see. CADJPY. Yes, I'm seeing a buy setup on CADJPY, which we can nip into this. You know, when you're nipping into a trade, you're jumping in, we can nip into this one to actually see. This would have become, I see this area as our most significant swing low, this one as our most significant swing high. If we drop our FIP from here to here, you can see the market already pushed down to our 61% level and is closing bullish. And moving averages are confirming to us that this market is a bullish market. So we can take this trade right here, all right? You can, if you're a very conservative trader, you can actually wait for that candle to close. But for the sake of this video, you know, I already have a clear indication. Even if you have to plot this trend, you can see this market is in a very clear uptrend, right? So I can be able to jump into this trade immediately right now. So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to jump into this trade, but my TP is going to be somewhere up there. So let's put We're going to go on a long trade right there. So that's our long trade. Our stop loss, I'm still going to respect these lows right here, meaning our stop loss is going to be about, let's see, our stop loss is going to be about 6 pips, about 6 pips, and we're going to go for about 12 pips. Risk to reward of 1:2. 1:2. Oh, we are almost late. You can see how the price is pushing. We're still going to jump into this trade. Risk to reward of 1:2. Right? Risk to reward of 1:2. So let's put it where the current market price is. We're still going to put our stop loss on 7 pips, and we're going to go for a take profit of 14 pips. That's it. 7 pips, and we're going to go for a take profit of 14 pips. Risk to reward of 1:2. So let's quickly go and calculate the lot size we're going to use. You can just use the Godlove University position size calculator. Click on size in pips. Here we're going to select CADJPY, should be right up there. ABC. We're going to put there 100. We're risking 1%. Stop loss was 7 pips. We're going to just click on the empty screen, and it's 14.29, 14.3 CADJPY. So we have to do it like really quick. We go on chart, and then we're going to put there 14.3. 14.3, we're going to click on the buy, and then we're going to quickly modify this. Let's modify. Stop loss in points was 7 pips, which is the same as 70 points. A pip is 1/10 of a point, and take profit is just going to be 2 times that, which is 140 points, or I like putting 141. Just we can account for the spread. Good. Boom, 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 boom. I like that. Is this the 50-minute time frame? Let's drop to the 50-minute time frame so that we can confirm if my stop loss is where we want it to be. Yes, look at that. That's the same position we wanted to put on TradingView, right? If you come here and it doesn't correspond, it means something is wrong. And our TP is right up here. Risk to reward of 1:2. So let's see how it goes. If I put my mouse on the stop loss line, you'll be able to see clearly that should be, okay, this one is about 618. So we're going to leave it there. So long as it's above 0.5%, we're going to leave it there. The most important thing is I want to confirm if my TP is 2 times that. My TP should be at around 1,200 and something. Yes, 1,245. So we're going to leave that one as it is. Let's quickly go to the next position on our list. Okay, CADJPY is 2 here. We're going to delete 1. German 40, we're not going to trade you. Yes, I can see this. Look how this market is falling. Our entry would have been here by the close of this particular candle. We are already late, so we can't really do anything. We're just going to play the waiting game and wait for our fib to pull back to either 38.51 or 650 or 51. Close bearish for us to look for another sell signal. So till then, we are just playing the waiting game. The same thing, our fib is going to run from our most significant swing low to most significant swing high. We're going to wait for the market again to push right up to here, here, or here, and then close bullish for us to look for another sell opportunity. So this is our sell zone. The whole of this area is our sell zone, and we need to play the waiting game for the market to actually get there. Since we're talking about the euro, all the setups on euro should be similar. Meaning we're going to come back in about an hour's time, and we're going to check all the setups on the euro. They're going to be similar, all of them. Wait for the market to push here, and then we're going to look for a sell. The same thing. If that happens, that's going to be the same thing we are seeing on all the euro pairs. So we're going to skip all the euro pairs. And Euro JPY, we haven't had a cross yet. So if this candle closes, and then by the next candle, if it closes bearish, we're going to have our confirmation of a sell signal. So we're going to be entering at that particular point on a sell trade. Euro NZD, I don't like trading this one because the spreads are too crazily high. So we're just going to skip this one. Euro USD, is there anything we can do? Let's see. We can confirm very clearly we are on a downtrend. That's a cross. We have entered here on a sell by the close of this candle. But for now, there's nothing we can really do than to wait. Most significant swing low is there. Most significant swing high is there. If we can plot our fibs from here to here, we need to wait. The market is almost approaching our 38% level. But anywhere it closes, the next bearish candle we see, we're going to be jumping on a sell to see how it goes. So let's see. We still need the market to push up a little bit, to our FIBS levels, and then we're going to look to sell from there. Great Britain Pound AUD, which other one can we see for today? We've only gotten 2 positions. Good, I can already see a buy. I'm not even going to wait. I can see a buy, clear buy on Great Britain Pound AUD. Look at this. We had a confirmation here that this market was in an upward trend. Look at this. This was a clear confirmation that this market was in an upper trend. And if we can plot our FIB from here to here, which is our most significant swing low to most significant swing high, market has already pushed down to the FIB and it's about to close bullish. So I'm not even going to wait for it to close bullish. We're going to enter on a long. Fortunately or unfortunately, all our trades today are long positions. I just trade what I see, not what I want the market to show me. If the market is giving me everything as long positions, I'm going to take it as what it is. Let's risk about 15 pips to give the market the room to breathe, and we're going to go for 30 pips. Risk to reward of 1:2. Okay, so Great Britain Pound AUD, let's quickly go and calculate our lot size. Great Britain Pound AUD is right there. Stop loss in pips is 15 pips. 15, you just click on the empty space. Lot size is 6.7. So we go here, we quickly search on Great Britain Pound AUD. That's our Great Britain Pound AUD right there. We'll go on chart window and we're going to quickly just go there. Lot size was 6.7. We're going to click on a buy. Good, you can hear that sound. We are in a game. Let's quickly modify. One thing on Good Funded Trader is they have one of the best spreads I've seen in the industry. All right, one of the best spreads. So stop loss was 15 pips, which is 150 points, and take profit needs to be 30 pips, which is 300 points. Click on confirm, and if you can drop this to the 15-minute time frame, push it to the left. Let's confirm if our answer is correct. Yes, very, very correct. Remember, that was where we wanted to reasonably put our stop loss right there, and our take profit is right there. Now, if you can go back here on the first trade we analyzed, what was our game plan again? What was our game plan? Let's just look for where did we write our game plan. Good. This is our game plan. So you always need to see your game plan. You revert back to your game plan to see if you are intact, right? Our game plan was simple. We're only going to risk 1% per trade and a maximum of 3 trades at a time. We've done just that. If we go back to MetaTrader 5, we have a total of 3 trades up and running, meaning we've already hit our max number of trades at a time, and we haven't had any buffer yet. A buffer is just when we hit a TP. If we hit a TP, now we've just made 2% of our account. We can come back and add 2 trades. But if we instead hit a stop loss, now we are down by 1%, we won't add any trade. If we come on the next trade and then hit a TP, now we're down by 1%, we've made 2%, meaning we are up now by plus 1%, by plus 1% buffer. We can even add again 2 other trade or another trade, so that we are only adding trade when we have a buffer on the account. You can see those are our 3 trades. They're doing very well. Our US30 trade is in profit. Our Great Britain Pound AUD is in profit, and CADJPY is the only one which you can see is not yet in profit. But I'm very, very confident on these positions. We're going to come back after a couple of hours to see how these trades are performing and to see if we can add another trade if we're having a buffer on the account. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Let's see what's actually happening with our trade. Remember, we took a total of 3 trades and we said we're only going to be able to take another trade or add trades if we have a buffer. If you can see on my screen, unfortunately, our first trade was a loser. Let's just click on trading history. Our first trade, which was Great Britain Pound AUD, Great Britain Pound AUD was a loser. So we lost $739 on that particular trade. We still have the other 2 trades that are up and running. If we go on our calendar, you can see we've lost $773 for today. But since the account is having a drawdown of 4%, which is $4,000, I don't want us to take more than 3 trades. I can't even take up to 4 trades, because what if we lost all the 4 trades? We have 4 trades on a row as losers. It can happen. So even if we lost the 3 trades on a row, I won't still breach my daily drawdown. I can still come back tomorrow. I've only lost 3% of my account. I'll be able to recover from that drawdown, and I'll eventually pass phase 1, phase 2, and get funded. So I'm not scared of a drawdown because I know I can always come out of a drawdown. What I'm scared is when I don't follow my rules and my risk is so high because I can breach my daily drawdown. So we still have 2 trades which are up and running. Unfortunately, I can't log into my VPS to show you guys. I've been doing a lot of things on my computer today and the VPS just keeps loading, meaning my trading platform is loading and I need to only try in a couple of minutes. So we can still see everything that's going on here. We've only had 1 trade today which has hit our target. When I talk of target, it's either stop loss or take profit. Those are targets, right? So only 1 has hit our stop loss. We still have 2 that are up and running. And I think all those 2 cumulatively, they are up by almost about $900 in profit. So averagely, we are still up today. And we're going to see what happened. We're going to see what happened. We're going to be able to see what happened when we come back tomorrow. I'll update you guys on exactly what is going on. We can see this is our equity right here. Our balance is right there. And that is it, guys. That is it. Unfortunately, we can't add any other trade for today. We would have added trade if we were having a buffer. So I'm just going to wait on the 2 trades that are still open. If we hit stop loss on 1 and TP on 1, and then it means we lost 2% for the day and made 2%. So it means the day was break even. Our account will be back on $100,000. If we hit TP on all the 2 trades that are still open, which I'm sure we're going to hit TP, we still have US30 and CADJPY. They're doing very well. So if we hit TP on all those 2 trades, remember for each TP we are making 4%. Now our result will be 4% made on that minus the first percent we lose. So the total will be plus 3% for the day, meaning we're going to be ending the day in about $103,000 of our account. Tomorrow we can be able to come and do what again and take maybe up to 4 trades. Wait, when we have a buffer, then we can add other trade. But whatsoever it is, even if we hit stop loss on all the 2 trades that are left, I've already predefined my risks and I've accepted the risks. That is why it won't worry me in any way. So I'm a point where I really don't care because I'm still confident we're going to get funded on this account. And whatsoever happens, guys, I'm going to keep you guys posted. Meaning when we come back tomorrow, we're going to record another video. We're going to keep you guys posted on every winner and every loser. That's what is called transparency in the industry. And you guys can see, even after 12 years of trading, bro, I still have losers. There's nothing you can do. You're still going to have losers. But I'm rest assured that I'll get this account funded. You guys are going to see. So losers shouldn't move you. Losers don't move me. What I'm very, very confident is the risk management I have on my strategy. And I know my strategy is having an edge at the end of the day. I don't just make judgment on my strategy based on 1, 2, or 3, or even 10 trades. No. On a data set, that's when I know my strategy is having an edge. So the video is sponsored by a God-funded trader. So if you want to trade with God-funded trader on their CFD or futures account, check the link on the video description or on the pinned comment, and you'll be trading with one of the most rated, best and most rated prop firms in the game. You're going to get your payout as fast as possible. And another big thing with God-funded trader, which you guys can see, is their spreads are also very, very good. So you can use a coupon code Godlove at checkout, and you'll be able to get a beautiful discount at checkout. Or just once you go to checkout, there's already going to be a very good discount for you. Check out my Telegram community where you're going to be able to get updates from me on a daily basis. If you want me to mentor you one-on-one on Forex, check out Godlove University, which the link is going to be on the video description. God-funded trader also allows the use of EAs, of bots. And one bot which I have personally used on God-funded traders and I've gotten payout is Forex Pro. So you can also check the link on the video description. If you want a bot, you can also use with God-funded trader. Check out this video, which is going to give you an in-depth of the strategy I was using on this particular video. Also check out this video, which is a playlist I have prepared for you. Click here if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you guys on these other videos. Peace.